Hey guys, this is Alex Movie and Video Game Corner 2001 here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review. So this movie review, I'm going to be reviewing a 2020 animated movie that was made by Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies, and it was the third based on the Nickelodeon TV series SpongeBob SquarePants, and that is the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run. So the plot of the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run: SpongeBob and Gary likes to hang out all the time, lives in a pineapple in the Bikini Bottom. And then later on, after SpongeBob gets home from work at the Krusty Krab, SpongeBob has been missing Gary. And then later on, SpongeBob asks his friends, "Have you seen this snail named Gary?" And all of his friends' answer is, "No, I haven't." And then SpongeBob was upset. Gary was snail napped and he is missing. And then SpongeBob teams up with his best pal Patrick Star. They're going on an adventure to find his best pet sea snail named Gary. And then later on, SpongeBob and his friends are going into the city called Las Vegas in the carnival. And then later on, young SpongeBob and all of his friends lives in Camp Coral with his pet sea snail named Gary. He lives going in a Camp Coral with all of his SpongeBob's friends. And then later on, SpongeBob and Patrick met this man named Tumbleweed, who was trying to find his pet sea snail named Gary. And then later on, SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, Mrs. Puff, and Pearl Krabs must work together to try to defeat the bad guys. And then SpongeBob can save Gary from the bad guys, from the guards. And then later on, SpongeBob finds Gary. SpongeBob saves Gary. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Mrs. Puff, Pearl Krabs, Gary the Snail, and Plankton here to save the day in the Bikini Bottom, here to save the day. So that's for the plot for this movie. So what do I think of it? I think the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run was an awesome Nickelodeon movie from 2020. The music is good, voice actor is good, the animation's good, screenplay's good, the computer animation was good, the screenplay's good, layout's good, story's good, song's pretty good, just like in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2004 and the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water from 2015. Sound effects pretty good, and the colors are pretty good. Well, you guys been wondering, Alex Movie and Video Game Corner 2001. Have you seen the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run in theaters back in 2020? And the answer to that question is yes, I've seen the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run in theaters back in 2020. I was 19 years old. I saw this movie in theaters of grand opening weekend. Well, you guys been wondering, Alex Movie and Video Game Corner 2001. Will you recommend the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run to our friend? And the answer to that question is yes, I highly recommend the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run to our friend, that was an awesome Nickelodeon movie from 2020. I saw both SpongeBob movies in theaters, which is one of my all-time favorite movies of 2020 besides Disney Pixar's Onward, Soul, Trolls 2 World Tour, The Croods 2 The New Age, The Croods 2 The New Age, Vivo, and other animated movies from 2020. Well, you guys been wondering, Alex Movie and Video Game Corner 2001. What will you rate the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run? I'll rate the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run 10 out of 10 stars. That was an awesome Nickelodeon movie from 2020. This movie was released in theaters on May 22nd, 2020. Well, thank you guys. And that's it, guys. So that's my movie review on the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run. Goodbye, everybody, from me, Alex Movie and Video Game Corner 2001, for me saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for Alex Movie and Video Game Corner 2001.